Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
We are spending our first Christmas in our off-grid cabin that Brenda and I built this summer. We're pretty excited about it because we're warm and toasty. We got the wood stove going, and it's been absolutely fantastic.
It really has. We have thoroughly enjoyed being in our own space and enjoying the holidays at home like all of you.
As you can maybe see out through the window, we do have snow on the ground, a couple inches, and we've got a winter storm warning coming tonight. I believe 4 to 8 inches coming tonight. So we're going to show you, this video is all about the year in review of us building this cabin in the last 6 or 7 months. And this is kind of like a year-end review like we did last year on our off-grid property.
So welcome to our home. Let's give you the tour.
So here's the video from the beginning, roughly 6-7 months condensed into about 18 minutes. So we had to clear this whole area here because the cabin's going to be going right in there. So yeah, quite a few trees had to come down, but that's okay because we are going to use them, a lot of, probably most of them, and building everything out of wood like we normally do, so nothing goes to waste.
There it goes. Wow.
All right, guys, today was amazing.
Super great day.
We have a flat 24 by 24 level and square piece of dirt. But between Joe and Bob
And their wives letting them come hang out with us today.
and Joe's equipment, we did all of this in just about a day. All right, so the next step now is to take these logs and we're going to burn about from 4 feet up, and then we're going to cut them, and we are going to sink them in the ground 3 feet, 6 feet apart, and that's going to be our next project.
Cheers.
All right, guys, we have made some fantastic progress, as you can see, laying out our foundation, if you will.
Yeah, we got all the footings in. We've cut the logs, burnt them, and these are all from our property for the footings.
It's going to be 24 by 24. All these logs are a minimum of 3 feet down. Some of them are even 5 feet down. So these things aren't going anywhere. We burned them and kind of scorched the outside to help preserve and eliminate, hopefully, bugs.
Welcome to the off-grid kitchen. This is one of the things we've been doing on the rainy day projects. We had a small counter in here last year just to get us by, but check this magnificent piece of granite out. Our friends Jim and Rita gave this to us, and we scored. They helped us put this in as well, so it was really super fun to have them participating in the install. So it's really super heavy. So had Kirk down here and all of us. It was good fun. So we got this installed and immediately had a pizza party and got everything out. It was really fun. So this is super great. We are going to love having this here. The other thing we did was we raised up our sink. The sink before was down here. So when I was doing dishes, this was me. So we got this all raised up to the same height as the counter, And we're loving having it a little bit higher. Most importantly, check this out. We have running water. Check it out. It's a little loud, but it's the pump. It's just, we need to get hot water attached as well, which we have that as another project, but it's not raining. So as you can see, it's sunny and beautiful, not a rainy day project.
All right, great day happening today. We are laying our floor joists in. Hopefully it won't rain.
Yeah.
So yes, we're putting the floor joists in today, hopefully. And we heavily stained the top of our logs and our 2x8s. And we are ready to roll and get some flooring done on this cabin.
Yep.
But I am standing on a 12-foot wide by 16 long, our front wall, working on our back one, and hopefully maybe by the end of the weekend, we're hoping to raise these up and have our front wall done. I'm gonna get our good friend Joe with his excavator, and we're gonna lift these up in sections at a time. And then we'll cut out the windows. And yeah, it's quite the process, especially you don't really know what you're doing. So things take a lot longer. But I gotta tell you, Brenda and I are very pleased so far. We got a couple more blocks to stiffen up our second wall right here. And then we're gonna sheet it and raise it. Our insulation is gonna be upwards of close to 10 inches thick in the ceiling and roughly 8 inches thick in the walls. It is wall raising. I just did some calculations, and each 12-foot section of these walls is at least 1,000 pounds because I use 2x8s. So we've got a toe strap hooked into some eye bolts here, and we got a good buddy Joe with his excavator coming down. And he's going to come over to the front side, and he's going to ease this up. Right, time to do some raising. We're just trying to figure out the logistics on it. Hopefully it works out.
Who's over there?
We got Job Site Joe, we got Fantastic Bob, and Kirk, the supervisor.
Mikey's in the wings.
Mikey, aka
Hey Mikey, I bought this new level. It's a two-piecer, so you can do.
Show me that again.
It does 90.
Mikey, the AKA Stunner. has entered the job site.
Curl out, Joe.
No good. This is try number 2. All right, try number 3. Back to the toe strap.
Oh, easy, easy, easy. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. Now, Joe, how close are you to where I want you right there, so if it starts to come over.
Yeah, I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah, we're about,
Yeah, hey, Joe. Put a little bit of tension that way, just a little bit.
It literally takes a village.
I also want this to go like this.
Thank God we have one.
We're not blowing out siding.
Hold on. Rock gotta go this way?
Try to get them even, and we'll run a lap because we only use the 3 screws.
We got Brenda running the camera right now. It's early Saturday morning. It's going to be pushing maybe 100 degrees today, 95. So we're getting an early start on our back wall. We have our front wall up, all 16 feet of glory. That was a beast. So we're really happy to be on the back side, which is only going to be 10 feet. And we're going to hit it before it gets too hot today. Wall number 2 up. This is our back wall. It's 10 feet high. Me and Mikey, our good friend and neighbor, we both just hooked him up. Everybody, today we're hopefully finishing our rafters. We have 5 more to put up, 28 feet long 2x10s. And let me tell you, this has been the hardest physical part of this whole project.
Yeah, you've been going at this since Friday. He has Friday off work, and so he's been down here Friday, Saturday, today, Sunday, and it has been 100 plus in the afternoon. So we can only work about a half a day.
Yes.
And it has just been beating us up. We had Bob and Joe, Mikey down here helping. We finally figured out how to get the 2 end ones up with their tractors and everything. And then Kurt came down on Friday and stepped in and helped with Rich. And just the 2 of them they got 5 up that day.
Yeah.
And he was able to use his climbing rope, and it's a pretty good system for 2 people.
He doesn't climb much anymore, but he's climbed Mount Rainier numerous times, and he had this idea of using one of his climbing ropes to go up and over and down the other side of our 16-foot wall here. One person's on the thing on belay, and we tie it at the top of the board, and it actually works pretty good because these boards are heavy.
They are beastly.
Yes. So for two people to lift 28 feet of 2x10s,
16 feet high.
16 feet high, the system is so simple, but yet it works so great. And I'm so thankful for Kirk to like, you know what, let's try this.
Okay.
Up. 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 Up.
Ready?
Up. 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 Okay, hold on. We're at the knot again. Okay, up. Okay. Pull a little more. Up. There we go. All right, guys, there you have it. It is the next day. We couldn't finish the video. Our last board, there was a big knot in it, and we lifted it up and it just splintered everywhere. So I had to go get another board. So we couldn't finish the video of that particular day, but they're all up. The next step is to put our center logs, one on the outside, one in the middle, and one on this outside. And I milled with my chainsaw two 13-foot 6x6 beams. They're going to go across the top, or I should say the bottom of our rafters for support. Well, we're going to have to stop working for a while. It's boring. Holy crap. This was our final push before we can actually put the roof on. It was a very tight fit, but that's what we wanted to get the most support off our 2x10 rafters. And once again, I cannot thank our neighbors, our good friends, for helping us. Joe, Kirk, Mikey, Bob, we could have not done this without these guys, because we definitely had to be in by the end of October before the weather turned, and we did it. And again, these guys were absolutely fantastic.
We are putting sheeting on our roof. We're almost halfway done. We're going to show you how we're getting the sheets up, just the two of us, using our muscles. We've got our OSHA approved
Patent pending
sliding system.
Ratchet strapped here together so they can't come apart. And we're going to show you how we've been putting up these sheets of plywood on a 10-foot wall. Whoop. Whoop. Up. Up. Here. Here. And that's how we do it.
Bang! Up! So this is our living room, and I think it's my favorite spot in the house. Not a lot of spots to choose from, but I think this is my favorite. We've had a lot of fun getting this put together. Obviously, we've got our Christmas tree here and some Christmas decorations that we haven't had out in 4 years. This is the 4th year. Finally, been able to get it out, which has been really super great. We got this carpet. We got the concept and the same carpet that our friend has up the road. So thanks, Tammy, for giving me the availability of getting the exact same one you have. But we've got all of our blankets and keepsakes and everything out. I've been going through boxes. It's been a real treat.
Okay, and here we are in the kitchen. We don't have a sink yet. We don't even have our water hooked up yet. Actually, we just put these temporary cutting or countertops on, but we're getting there. It's a slow process, folks. But this is our kitchen. Our sink is going to go right here in between the windows so we can look out here. And we've got our temporary stove right here, but we're going to have a big propane oven and stove here. We have our full-size fridge and a full-size freezer, which is all ran off the Eco Delta Pro. And here is our main power source, the EcoFlow Delta Pro. We've got 2,200 watts of solar. We are not getting a lot of solar right now. It is super cloudy, but we're at 76%. And this runs lights, freezer, and fridge. And in this corner, I have Battleborn batteries hooked up to a 2,000 watt inverter. And I have roughly 500 watts on the front of the house. And this supplies our Starlink and lights and charging phones.
The most impressive addition we've done this winter to the house is inside, and it's this room right here, the bathroom. I am the luckiest girl in the world because my husband gave me a fully enclosed bathroom for Christmas. Thanks, babe. Welcome. Come check it out. We've got a temporary vanity here with our super cool sink that we actually got in Baja 3 years ago. And it has been in a box, treasured, stuck away, and we finally have it out and are using it. Of course, we don't have any water in the house right now, so it's all jugs and stuff. So as you see, we've got our water system here. And our neighbor and good friend Keith next door is gone for the winter and has allowed us to borrow this little jazzy thing here to see if it's something that will work for us. And I'm thinking it does. Look at that. We got running water, people. We will have running water in here from our cistern and stuff that we've got next season, but it's just too cold to have that going right now. Got our toilet right here that we've had in our trailer. I'm sure if you've been following us these past couple of years, you've seen our composting toilet. And Rich has it hardwired into, or 110, I should say, into the EcoFlow. As you can see, there's just a hole here going through, and then it vents out the back of the house. It was an amazing, crazy, difficult, tear, gut-wrenching summer, but we're so glad we did it. It was totally worth it.
And where are we at on the cost so far, roughly?
So I've been keeping a running tally on this, and we're trying to decide, should we include the bathroom or not? We decided to go ahead and include some of the costs on the bathroom up to this point. So as of today, we're right around $17,000. We're adding in a couple hundred because you forget something that you bought on Amazon, or receipt didn't make it into my hands from buying screws or something like that. So there's always that little bit of a buffer zone. So I'm saying about $17,000 is all it cost for this entire build.
Yes. And we did it with some great help with some of our friends.
Amazing friends. We couldn't have done it. We would not be able to be here right now if it wasn't for our dear good friends.
But we will continue to update as we update our cabin. I know a lot of people are always curious on what we're doing, how much it costs, how do you even do this off-grid thing. And again, Merry Christmas to everyone.
Happy holidays.